Good evening everyone and welcome to the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. I am your host with the most, Malc. Tonight we're at the glorious race of the Singapore Grand Prix. This is round 9, unbelievable stuff with this race, and we've got 3 more races after tonight's race in the next 3 weeks or so. And that will be the finale of the this season as well. But this is going to be absolutely manic stuff here. So the majority of the drivers are all set and ready to go. Now, for the first time, as of today, on the 29th of January 2020, as you can see on the right side, we have got the map viewing now of all the drivers here. So that's a new add-on from the F1 2019 game here. So this is the first time I'm going to put this on here and see the battles going on left, right and centre here. And this, hopefully, I'm just trying to test it out to see if it is worth it on here. But like I said, it's going to be absolutely manic stuff here. So we're just going to see who's going to be out here. So Mike's already out. Oh, Stephen is out here. We've got Tinus, who's just invalidated his lap. So that's good from the map there. So we can tell who's on the invalidated lap situations here. So Ryan Max coming up to, which is the second sector part here, and I believe he is the first driver. So luckily we can easily find out on this mapping who is the first driver out there. So the majority of the drivers are already out here already, so I'm not sure what's going on here, but I've not heard anything from the weather crew or anything like that. So as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be a dry situation here, but we'll find out more in a matter of seconds here. Like I said, good evening to everyone that's joined the session here. Please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races here as well. So Rymac is coming up to the start of his qualifying lap here. Now, he is the Drivers' Championship leader with 2 wins on the bounce here. Dre Gio has retired from the session here already. So hopefully he'll try and bounce back in the race here. But it's the yellow flags at the second sector there. Here we go, Ken Rymac coming up to do his first proper qualifying lap. Coming up to turn 1. Then 2, and then 3 at turn 4, and then to turn 5 now, which is the first lot of the DRS straight now. Trying to do everything possible here to push that car to the limit here. And then passing to turn 6 now, and then into, which is turn 7 there. So at the moment here, he's trying to push that car to the limit here. And turn 8 now, and then into, which is turn 9 now, and then you go down the straight here. You feel like you're on a roller coaster ride here. Let's see if he can try and improve his time here. He's passing into turn 10 now, then into 11, and then 12, and then into, which is turn 13 now, the unlucky turn, which we have seen so many times, a few times in previous seasons of the Invictus Racing League as well. Up to the end of the second sector now. That purple sector. That is a purple sector. So he had a purple first sector, but someone's beaten that first sector time, as you can see on the screen there. So, and he has lost it there again. So someone's getting even quicker there. It looks like it was one of the Haas cars there, and one of the cars is out on sector 2 there. That might be either Vodtech. That might be Vodtech, or it might be Dutch Louis here. On his, he's on his proper car now, Dutch Louis. Dutch Louis is on his proper car now. Coming to pass into turn 22 and now 23. That is a qualifying lap of Rymac, and the time to it is a 1:38.8. A 1:38.8 from the Drivers' Championship leader here. Gasto did a 1:39.379. Sorry, 378. Sorry, 378. Synchronously, as I said, was the pick of the bunch here because he has got pole position here with the purple sectors there. So he's done a brilliant job there into pole position here, but by 2 tenths. But by 2 tenths of Rymac. So mediums hards is the way to go. That is the way to go here. But you can start on the hards and then go on the mediums at the end. So you could do up to lap 18. Yes, lap 18 and 31. Dutch Louis! Dutch Louis did a 1:38.1 on the medium tyre there. That's a brilliant time there from Dutch Louis there. Absolutely manic stuff there. Let's see who else is on track here. Let's see if JSP can try and improve his time here. He's coming up to the next few corners now, the final few corners there. Can he try and improve it? He's third in the Drivers' Championship at the moment here, but he has moved to join up with his teammate here. He needs to find 4 tenths from somewhere. He was saying last week he was absolutely frustrated that he can't beat his teammate on qualifying. But hopefully he'll try and beat him for once this season at least. So he had green at that point there, but we got yellow flags. I believe that might be one of the racing point driver of Tinus there. So at the moment here, there's quite a few drivers who are doing a brilliant job here. So let's see if anyone's trying to improve their times here. Greens, they're all greens there. There's all green sections there. Let's see what O'Steven do. O'Steven did a 141.5, but nowhere near Ryan Mack's time of 138. He was one of those drivers who's been really unlucky this season again. He had a great season last season, O'Steven, but he was just being really unlucky this season. Even though he's getting some decent points here, he has been trying his hardest to try and push that car to the limit here as well. So let's see what O'Steven can do here. If he can try and get a green on the first two sectors, that'll be an even better time there as well. So we come up to the DRS detection point there, and then come up to which is turn 5 now. And then doing everything possible. Good evening to everyone that's joined the session there. Hope everyone's all okay. Well, here, passing into turn 6 here and end of the first sector now. He's not improved his time there, so he might be slower. He might be slower on this time here. So, O'Steven's going to try and improve. Steele is going to try and improve his time here with a 141.4. So, the two Mercs are having a torrid time in the qualifying at the moment here. So, at the moment here, Dutch Louis, who's confirmed his seat properly now after 2 races as a reserve driver, now he's finally joined in as the proper F1, well, F3 driver now. So we say, Dutch Lewis says, I had no hard, only medium and softs. Oh, okay, fair enough. You must have picked, I think it's there's 3 types where you pick it at the, before you start the race here, or before you start the actual qualifying. I think you must have picked the east, like the worst, like the quicker one, if shall we say. On that one. So Mr. P moves up to 4th place with 139.015 here. So Dutch Lewis, Synchronicity are in the mediums, being the 138s. However, if you compare to the times between the hards and the mediums, they're normally about 6 to 8 tenths. So at the moment here, I would say Dutch Louis is on the marker, just on the marker here between the hards and the mediums. Delta time, basically. But Synchronicity will have to improve there as well. But can Steele try and improve? He's coming up to, he's already in the 3rd sector now. And he's trying to push that car to the limit here. Let's see if he can try and improve his time here at this point. He does move up to 8th. He moves up to 8th. Luke Bailey's teasing us. He's absolutely teasing us. Madness. Can O'Steven try and improve here? We had green flags, we had a green flag there. Let's see what O'Steven can do here now. Oh, actually, let's go back to Craig here, who unfortunately wasn't here last week. But he's finally back here in the Singapore Grand Prix here tonight. We got there's so much action going on left, right, and centre. We got a yellow flag set to 2 there, as you can see on the mappings there. So Craig's pushing that car to the limit here. So Spud moves up to 10th place now. So Spud has moved up to 10th place here. Craig's trying to push that car to the limit here on the hard tyres here. Can he try and do so well here? If you like what we see so far, guys, please make sure to like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races here as well. So let's see what Craig can do. He's coming to the 2nd sector now, into the trickiest part there, and coming up to the unlucky turn, which is turn 13 now. And then feel like an uphill, like a little bit of an uphill straight here, but strive to try and get to his time in as well. So he's passing the 2nd sector into the 3rd one now. Yellow flags there. That might be Sir Spud against a race. That might be the Renault of Synchronicity, I think. Yes, it is Synchronicity. So Synchronicity will try and improve there because Dre Gia is unfortunately out of the race here. out of the qualifying as well. So let's see what Craig can do here. Craig and Vodtek are the only ones left who have not got time here, but Craig will cross over the line now, and he moves up to 8th. He moves up to 8th now. Oh, that was on the Racing Point drivers there of Tinnis there, so I'm going to try and have a look at how Tinnis is doing there. A 1.1.065 here. Let's see if he can try and improve his time here. I tell you what, let's see what Vodtek is coming up to. He's coming up to the still in the second sector into there. So where's Dutch Louis now? Dutch Louis is doing the first sector. He's green on the first. Oh, that was on the some issues on the green map there as well. That might be one of the Ferraris there. But Gaston moves up to first place here, 1:37.7. Oh my days! That's a quick time there from Gaston there. Absolutely manic stuff there, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely manic stuff there. Let's see if Dutch Louis can try and match his time here. He needs to try and get purple here. He does. He gets purple. He gets purple in the second sector here. Can he try and improve? I'm going to watch it from his point of view here. He's on the softs. He's on the softs. Now, I will say this is a tyre strategy here. I would avoid the softs as much as possible here because they only last about 9 to 10 laps. And that's it. That is it. It's useless at Singapore, but if you want to try and get that fastest lap or fastest point there, or try and get a great start here. But here we go, can Dutch Louis cross over the line? Yes! He moves up to first with a 1:37.182. A 1:37.182 here. Vodtek moves up to third here with 1:37.8. So we are hitting the 1:37s now. F1 Richard. Let's see what F1 Richard can do here. So all the drivers have all had the times in now. They've all had the times in here. Oh, Steve has done 4 laps on the hard tyres there. So you have to gamble on the mediums now because you've got no choice now. But Steele did 3 laps on the hard tyres. Mr. P's done 2 laps on the hard tyres as well. So it could compromise near the end here. Nigel Gash moves to 11th place here with 1:39.8 from there as well. So as you can see, Sigurdsson is retired from the session here. So he's crashed. He's crashed at turn. I think that was turn 3. Yeah, that was turn 3 there. So I'm not sure what happened there with Sigurdsson there. So as you can see on the right side of the screen there, that might be one of the Williams who's just letting one of the drivers through, one of the Haas cars through. That might be Mr. P. Yeah, that might be Mr. P just letting try and get past one of the Williams. But let's see what. F1 Richard's teasing us. He's absolutely teasing us. Madness. So majority of the drivers have gone for the hards and mediums, but as I said before, I would avoid the softs as much as possible because I said it is worst track here ever. If you want to go for the softs, do it at the end of the race. Don't do it at the start. You will get compromised at the end of the race here because you probably have to do the hards, which what Stephen did yesterday in the Realistic Performance League as well. But like I said, this is the F3 League. This is the 55th race, if I remembered it right. This is the 55th race tonight for the F3 League. Oh! Luke Bailey's got the quickest lap here, quickest second sector here. That's purple. That is purple there. So could Luke Bailey try to get pole position here? It could be happening here. But like I said, Singapore, this is the 4th time. Mr. B has pole position here with a 1:37.1. 700 quicker than Dutch Louis there. But can Luke Bailey improve his time here? He could do it. Oh, he moves up to 4th. He moves up to 4th there with a 1:37.7 there. Ooh. Damn! This is unbelievable stuff there. 3 minutes 20 left. 3 minutes 20 left on the qualifying. Can anyone try to stop F1 Mr. P? In pole position here, JSP will need to push that car to limit here on, which I believe is on the medium tyres now. So we've got 3 minutes left here, guys. 3 minutes coming up left now. Synchronicity says lost the rear and didn't realise the throttle. Oh, okay. That's why Synchronicity has just mentioned on the stream there. So he's saying that he didn't realise the throttle and he just lost the rear completely. So that's why he's out of the race here at turn 3 there. But let's see. Daz, how you doing, mate? You're right. It says great race last night. Hopefully more of the same tonight. Let's hope so. Let's hope we see some absolutely unbelievable stuff there. Oh, JSP has got a quick second sector. He's got a quick second sector time there. Let's see if we can see pole position here for JSP on the medium tyres here. The tyre wear is kicking in now, so could we hit the 136s tonight? We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But he's coming up to the final few corners here, lap 20, corner 22, 23 now. Here we go! Oh my days! Unbelievable stuff there. Absolutely unbelievable stuff there. Oh my days. What a lap. What a lap from JSP there. Let's see. Where's Rymac now? Rymac is coming up to into turn 10 and then into 11 and then into 12 and then into 13 now. Yellow flag set to 1. Yellow flag set to 1, so something must happen there. That might be one of the cars there. One of the Williams. That might be JSP. Just letting the cars through there. I just saw purple there, I think. I might be wrong. That might have been purple there on Rymac's car there. So let's see if he can try and get pole position here. We have to try. Oh, he's invalidated his lap. He's invalidated his lap here. So he might do another one here if he can try and push that car. But like I said, the mediums can only last about 17 to 18 laps. Fresh. Oh! So Brennan's has got a purple sector now. This is quite interesting stuff now. So some of the drivers are coming in now to get the medium tyres in. Luke Bailey did a 137.7. So where's Brennan's now? Brennan's is coming up to underneath the bridge section now. Coming up to the turns 22 and now 23 now. Can Brennan's try and get Yes! Brennan's has got pole position here. Oh, this is unbelievable stuff there. Can Craig try to improve here? Let's see if... Oh my days! What a lap there from Brennan's. But can F1 reach him pole? Oh no, he doesn't. He moves up to 10th. Yellow flags. Oh my days. Let's see if Nitrogas can try and get into the top 10 here tonight. Let's see if he can try and push that Red Bull car to the limit here. The qualifying has stopped. The qualifying has now stopped now, guys. So Brennan's is in first position here with 136.9. That's a cracker of a time there. That's a brilliant time there, to be fair, from Brennan's point of view here. Let's see if Nitrogas can try and improve here. He doesn't get purple yet. He hasn't got purple there. But he might do well to get into at least maybe top 8. Here. Rymac moves up to 12th here. That's... He's had an unlucky... unless he's just trying to save that tyre wear and try and get some fresh tyres as well here. But let's see if Nitrogas can try. He does. He moves up to 10. He moves up to 9th. Sorry. He moves up to 9th here. Can Gasto improve his time here? No, it does not look like he'll improve his second sector. It doesn't look like he's going to improve his second sector here. But at the moment here, Brennan's will be the one to hold on in for first place here. Can anyone try and stop him? F1 Richard did cross the line, but I don't think he'll improve his time here. So Spud and Mike are the only ones intact left there. So they're just about to cross over the line now. Well, Mike has crossed the line. So Spud has gone into the pits now. Can Gaston try and improve? Oh no, he doesn't. He moves up to 5th though. Still good time. But I do feel sorry for Dutch Louis there, because he's the only one who's hit the soft serve. So he'll be a sitting duck here when he has to pit in really early here for maybe for the hards here later on here. But Dutch Louis says no sector 2 fastest. he was saying he was getting the second two fastest there. So, if you enjoy the qualifying, guys, what an unbelievable there. What a drive there. What a drive from Reynolds there. Brilliant stuff there. Absolutely manic stuff there. Here are your short qualifying classification for the Singapore Grand Prix. For the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League, for the 55th time here. Reynolds is in first. Mr. P is in second. JSP in third. Dutch Louis is in fourth. Gasto's in fifth. Steele is in sixth. Luke Bailey is in seventh. Vodtek is in eighth. Nigel 9th. Synchronicity in 10th. F1 Richard in 11th. Tinnis is in 12th. Rymac 13th. Craig's in 14th. Spud 15th. Mike 16th. Oh, Steve is 17th. Dre Gio is the only one who's had no time at all because he had a retirement during the qualifying as well. Oh yes. Right, so I'll be doing the usual advertisements, guys, and then we're going to talk about the race itself. Tell us about your predictions while I'll do my advertisements, guys. Who do you think is going to be your top three for tonight? And I'll give you my top three of who to pick as well. This is the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League, on the Wednesday night at 8 PM with your host with the most, Malc. Not only F3 is live here, we've got F2, the Equal Assist Leagues, on the same time as well. Live and exclusive for the F2 League. With Energy Dan and Warriors Lander as well. Great commentary duo there. But not only we do the Wednesday nights, guys, but we also do the Monday nights. The F1 League, that is like that used to be the No Assist League, but that is always remembered as the Premier League, the top division there as well, the top tier. The fastest drivers there, unbelievable stuff there. But the greatest commentary duo as well of Gareth and Sab there. They do the most brilliantest commentary duos ever. They do a really good job, to be fair. Top notch. And then on Tuesday nights, we've got the Realistic Performance League with myself again, and also with Tim. Tim, like I said, Tim used to be with me for the F3 League, but unfortunately cannot do it due to other commitments. But hopefully he'll come back in the near future for F3. But if you missed him, he is on the Tuesday nights as well. We've also got the podcast on the Thursday nights with Gareth and Sab from the F1 League as well. So they do a brilliant podcast to talk about the real life in F1, and also talking about the Invictus Racing League as a whole there. Not only we're on the YouTube channel, guys, but we've also got Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as well. So make sure you tune in on like, follow and subscribe as well. That's all we ask, guys. That's all we ask for that as well. But also, not only that, guys, we also got the FIFA League as well, running by Colin J and Andrew Spence. But also, the most important thing of all is check out InvictusRacingLeague.com. If you like the racing and you enjoy it and you want to participate, what do you sign up, apply to race, and apply to a race form, and hopefully one of the admins will get in contact with you and hopefully get you in the racing as soon as possible. Probably by next week, depending on subject to availability on the leagues as well. So guys, if you're in the chat and you like what you've seen so far, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel for all the live races here as well. But what is your top three tonight? Who do you think is going to be? Do you think Brenos will do it this time? Do you think he'll finally, let's see where Brenos was. Do you think he'll finally break the duck here this season of getting at that podium now? Because he hasn't had a podium this season here. So at the moment here with the drive standings here, Rymac is in first with 66 points. 2 wins on the bounce here. 4 times on the podium here. Will it be the 5th time for Rymac? It'll be a massive task. It'll be a massive task here for him, but anything possible here, especially when you've got like the safety car moment there as well. F1 Richards in second with 50 points. He hasn't had a podium here since back in round 3, which is brilliant there. So hopefully he'll try and bounce back here as quickly as possible. JSP in 3rd with 46 points. 3 podiums on the bounce here. Gasto is in 4th as well with 42 points. Mr. P is in 5th with 38 points. Spud is in 6th with 37 points. Bontek is in 7th with 35 points. Steve is in 8th with 34 points. Secret Isley is in 9th with 32 points. Luke Bailey is in 10th with 29 points. Same with Mike with 11th in 29 points. And the rest of the drivers are all under 29 points as well. So, while all the drivers are going to be all set and ready to go, like I said, the Williams are dominating the constructors as well with 112 points. The McLaren team are 40 points behind the Williams. So, it kind of feels like the McLaren team need to beat the Williams to stand any chance. They probably need a few DNFs here from the Williams boys here, but at the moment I can't see that happening there. I really cannot see that happening there. But let's see what happens here tonight with majority of the drivers here tonight. So all the drivers are going to be all set and ready to go here. We've got yellow flags there. Here we go. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we go, 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 go! Who's on the great start there? Who's at the great start? Oh, we might have 4! We nearly had a 4 in the bed. We had a 4 in the bed nearly. Oh, there's been contact there between the 2 Red Bulls as well. Oh my days! My throat's not going to be the same here after tonight. Oh! F1 Richard moves up to 10th there. Ryan Max dropped down to 13th. No, he moves up to 12th. No, he drops down to 13th. Luke Bailey's dropped down to, moves up to 7th place there. Oh my days. But he's going side by side there with Fontek. He's going side by side there with Fontek here. Oh, come on. Oh, nearly. This has been absolutely manic. Mike moves up to 16th. No, Craig's moved up to 16th place now. Tinnis and Rymac are having a ding-dong bar there, as you can see in the background there. So Rymac moves to 13th place, the Drivers' Championship leader here. Let's see if we can try and push that car to limits here. Now, here's a discussion for you guys. Do you think there will be a safety car tonight? Do you think there will be a safety car here tonight? Let's see if that could happen here. But Luke Bailey's lost out 6th place to Steele here. Let's see if he can try and steal. Hint, hint, steal 6th place here. But at the moment here, he's trying to push that car to the limit here. All the drivers are all close in on each other now. But as you can see on the map there, Browns are slowly pushing away from F1 Mr. P there, from 2nd place here. But I do feel sorry for Dutch Louis here. He'll need to push that car to the limit here. He needs to try and get ahead of the drivers who are on the medium tyres as quickly as possible here. So Brown's got to pass up the race to start off with 143.965 now. So all the drivers are going to try and push that limit here as well. Gasto's going to try and close it. We've got nearly had a 5-car battle here for the lead here. But let's see what happens here when Gasto's trying to close it on Dutch Louis, who's hopefully his tyre wear will hold on here. But as you can see on the map there, it's a little bit of gaps from the top 3 there. But let's see if we can try and improve on this moment here. Oh my days, is that one of the Red Bulls? Oh, Nitro moves up to 9th. Oh, I thought he was staying in 9th, sorry. It looked like he was trying to make them move over to F1 Richard there. But at the moment here, Nigel Gash is holding on. He's holding on for dear life here against F1 Richard here. But if they can try and get close to each other here, this is quite absolutely epic stuff here. You just never know what to expect here. This is lap 2. So next lap will be the DRS straights. DRS activated here. Oh my days. F1 Richard with the late braking nearly on Nigel Gash there. You'd rather be absolutely careful there, because this is one endurance race that you'll ever see for a very, very long time here. But let's see if Nigel Gash can try and push that car to limit against Voltac, who did a brilliant choice of the podium here as well. But let's see if it's hard to pick which one to go for, because there's so many drivers to that out here for. Oh, that might be Dutch Louis. Yeah, Dutch Louis is going to the pits already. I did say he'll compromise his lap later on, well, during the race here, but DRS is now enabled now. DRS is now enabled here. So, Steele's going to have a chance here on Gasto here, if you can watch it here. We've got to watch it from his point of view, because the DRS should be intact here. Tinnis has got 3 second time out for multiple warnings now. So watch it from Steele's point of view here. F1 Rich is getting closer to nitric gas here, so I'm going to try and go back here. So as you can see on the map, F1 Rich made the move, ooh, and Steele nearly hit the back of Gasto there for 4th place here, but this is absolutely manic stuff there. The top 2 drivers here are pushing away now. They're pushing away here for dear life here, but at the moment here, this has been absolutely manic stuff there. We've not had any issues from any drivers. Now I've said that, it's a commentator's curse there. It's a commentator's curse. Now Dutch Louis is on the medium tyres now, which I'm surprised he didn't go for the hard tyres here. But Tinnis. Oh, turn 13! The unlucky turn. We got 3! Yes! Oh, we might have a 3! Oh, that looked like we had a 3 in the bed there. We've definitely got 2 in the bed now. But Rymac's wing has been damaged there, possibly from Tinnis's car there, because the 2 drivers, they were really close to each other there at turn 13 there. So that means now he'll have to go into the pits now, which is unlucky for him, because he would have had to go long down the hard tyres. So Rymac, let's have a look at Rymac's stats here as well. So Rymac, his last points that are outside. Oh, Synchronos is pitted now. Synchronos is now pitted. Luke Bailey's got 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. This track is penalty galore here. It is penalty galore here as well. But let's see what happens here so far. Oh my days. Oh Stephen. Oh! Vortec moves up to 6. Vortec has moved to 6 here, but look at Stephen. Look. Oh, come on! You can do it! Oh, not close enough there, because Rybac's right on the tail there. It's right. I thought Ryback was going to gamble here into move up to 11th place here. But Mike could be closer to Craig here for 14th and 15th place here. Oh! Nearly. Oh my days! Manic stuff there, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely manic stuff there. The 3-car barrier between Craig, Mike and Dre Gio here. Absolutely manic stuff here. Dre Gio's got a 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings here. We're on turn 13 now of this frantic race here. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely frantic race here as well. But this Dre Gio's trying to close in on Mike now, who's, I don't know if he's lost a bit from wing. No, he hasn't. He's still intact there, looks like it. But looks like he's trying to stuck. I think Craig's lost a bit of his front wing as well. Yes, he has. He's lost a bit of his front wing on the left-hand side there. So that will compromise his straight line speed there as well. Or maybe the turning as well. So while you're watching the races so far, guys, has there been any action like that you saw that you think, oh, that needs to go on there? F1 Rich try closing on Luke Bailey now for 7th place here. We're on lap 5 of 31 here. Synchronos has gone on the soft tyres now, which is very strange there, because unless the Renault team have not gone for it there. Oh, F1 Rich! Oh, come on! We want more overtake modes here. Oh, Stephen. Oh, come on! We want to see more overtakes there. Mike has. Oh, no! Big. Oh, my days. But Dre Gio! Oh, a bit of contact there between Dre Gio and Craig there as well. I tell you what. That was just a close call there. That was really close call there from the back of the grid there. But let's have a look at Steele now. Steele's trying to close in on Gasto now for 4th place here. So let's see what he can try and do here. Gasto, I don't know if he's trying to save his ERS here or something like that, because he's only a second behind. Oh, virtual safety car here. Oh, there's been some debris there as well. But where? I saw the debris. That I don't know if that was from Dutch Lewis got a drive-through penalty as well. Luke Bailey's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So that is 6 seconds worth of penalties here. JSP has pitted now, so that might be perfect timing here. That might be perfect timing here. So let's see what F1 Rich can do here. He's only 2 tenths off beyond Luke Bailey here. Tinnis got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane now. So like, oh yeah, virtual safety car's back up now. DRS is now enabled now. Can he try and improve here, F1 Richard here? But still! Oh, yes! He makes the move! But Gusto! Oh, Synchronicity is retired! Synchronicity is retired from the race here. Synchronicity is out of the race here. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's just DNF'd in the pits there, but majority of the drivers have gone in the pits now. But oh my days, Gusto. Gusto's like he hasn't got any brakes on there. It looked like he was just going to lost his braking point there at one point. But oh, I love this helicopter view. I really love this helicopter view. At the moment here, Reynolds and Mr. P are pushing away left, right, centre there. They have not had a win. So Mr. P is only at two thirds and a second during his F3 career this season. Reynolds has not had a podium at all this season, ever. Can he break the duck here of getting his first ever podium, or maybe even a win here? But we'll have to wait and see what happens here. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races here as well. So as you can see on the map there for the first and second place. Oh! F1 Richard makes a move! Oh, yes! Makes the move into 6th place here. But Luke Bailey will have to pounce here. He's going to pounce here at any moment in time here. Oh my days! This is absolutely unbelievable stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely unbelievable stuff here. Lap 731 of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League for the 55th race here. Unbelievable stuff here. So a couple of battles going on here after the pit stops. So Brown's Mr. P in first and second. F1 Richard Luke Bailey in 6th and 7th place here. And also Tinnis and O'Stephen now for, oh my days, Tinnis is on the soft tyres now. So that, I don't know why. He should have done that later on. But I'm not the driver, so he might have a different strategy here. But Tinnis is making the move! Oh my days! Tinnis has got the fastest soft tyres now. He should pass. So Stephen. Oh! I tell you what, that could have been nasty stuff there, but he makes the move! Done! Dusted there. Brilliant stuff there from Tinnis there. So now he should push that car to limit here, but he will have to pit again. Those soft tyres ain't going to last up to lap 31 because those tyres will be shot. They will be absolutely shot there. But we haven't mentioned about the top two here for a bit on track here. So I'm going to go and watch them two a bit while Steele's slowly try and catch up to these top two drivers here. So at the moment here, Brennan's Mr. P, at this moment in time, the Williams will stop in the podium here for the first time since Russia. So since Russia, which is back in round 4, will be no Williams podium at all. Will that be happening here? But at the moment here, O'Stephen's still got that wretched record there. Same with F1 Richard, who have not won a race at all at the Invictus Racing League in the F3 League as well. But let's hope they try and capitalise on it. I think if there's a safety car, I know we had the virtual on, but I mean the proper safety car. If that comes, that will be absolutely beneficial here. Absolutely beneficial. So let's see what happens here. So let's see what Sir Spud can do here. So Mr. P's 1 second gap there, but Sir Spud is closing on Luke Bailey now for 7th place here on lap 8:31 of the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. If you like what you see, guys, this is absolutely unbelievable stuff. Dancers on green Malc, a lot of drivers out there, yeah, absolutely. Synchronicity, I had nightmares about this track, despite of it. To be honest, I like watching it sometimes, but driving around it, it's like Monaco / Baku all over again. So let's see what happens here as well. So let's see how Spud can try and push that car to limit here. Good evening to E. McGold. Is that actually pronounced it? Sorry. He says, best commentary. Thank you very much, mate. Absolute legend you are. We're on lap 9:31 of this Invictus League. Monteca's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. Ooh, right. So, at the moment here, we've got the only battle we've got so far in this race is the Luke Bailey Spud battle here. So, with the strategies going on here at the moment here, the mediums can last, as I said, for the strategy to work. They're probably up to lap 10 to 12 here on the race pace here. But Spud's going to try and make the move! Come on! Yes! He makes the move on Luke Bailey here for 7th place here. What a move there from Spud there. And he tried to push that back car barrier to the limit here. Brilliant stuff there from Spud. Craig has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. Unbelievable stuff there. Let's see if Luke Bailey can try and bounce back here as well. So let's see what he can try and push that car to limit here. So Brenner's has got a 3-second time penalty now. So I haven't seen Mr. P had any penalties, unless I'm mistaken, guys. If you're watching it from the start there, I have not seen any penalties from Mr. P. So as things stand, Brenner's will drop down to 2nd. Mr. P will be winning the race. Obviously, I know it's early doors at the moment here, but say if it was like this now, this is what happens. Mr. P would move up to 1st. I'll tell you, I'll stand great there, because Mr. P is pitted. He is pitted on lap 8. I think that could be because, no, he had the 2 laps worth of hards there at the qualifying as well. So that, I know why he's done that. He's just trying to do the undercut there. He might do the undercut on some of the drivers here tonight. So Gasto's going to try and close in on Steele now for 2nd place here. He was under a 2nd there, but now it's 1.2. So now all the drivers are all a little bit of a gaps there, but I'll still keep between Steele and Gasto, who are having a good drive here, to be fair. They're doing a brilliant drive here tonight. But like I said, Brennan has done a brilliant race. He's done a brilliant race so far. But he'll have to think about pitting, because if Mr. P gets a good start here of the second lot of the stint there, it might do well, because JSP is going to be closing in on Dre Gio here for 11th and 12th place here. And so this Singapore, it's more about endurance race than anything before. Even though it's the same as Monaco and Baku, because obviously with the walls on the side of either side of you, you have to be absolutely concentrated 100%. You have to give 110% regardless. But if you hit someone or you hit the wall, you've lost it. You've lost the race, you've lost your win, you've lost anything, you've lost your podium, you've lost everything. It's like you've lost your lottery ticket and you just won it and you just don't know what to say. But JSP try and close in on Dre Gio now for 11th place here. Dre Gio's had a really shocking season, in my personal opinion anyway, but hopefully at the moment he's on 11th place here. Just trying to push as much as possible. But Mr. P, yellow flag sector 2. There was a yellow flag on sector 2 there. Oh, who's that? That might be Dutch Louis. That might be Dutch Louis. Yes, it is. It's Dutch Louis there. Luke Bailey is in the pits now. So Dutch Louis might be struggling there. So he's already on 7 laps on the medium, so should be all right, to be fair, unless he hit the wall at turn 10, which I've seen happen with Hennes yesterday in the realistic performance thing. Oh, come on! No! Oh, yes! 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 What a move from JSP! Round the outside at turn. And turn 5. What a drive there. What a drive there from JSP. Oh, unbelievable stuff. What a move round the outside there. Absolutely fantastic stuff there. Now, the two drivers of the Haas team there. Will it be team orders? Yes, it'll be team orders there. I think Mike has already got 10 laps on the mediums there. So let's see what he can try and do here at this moment in time here. So let's see what he can try and push that car to the limit here as well. Gasto's going to try and cut us in on Steele now for second place, 6th place. I was going to say Steele 66. So Steele's trying to hold on here for second place here. The medium tyres are at that point now where it's going to be absolutely not great at the moment here. But let's see if we can try and push that car to the limit here. So let's see if we can try and push it. Here we go, DRS now. We might have a two in the bed. We might have a two in the bed situation here. We've got Gasto looking from his point of view here now. He's trying to close in on Steele now. Is it me? Is it raining? It's raining! It's raining in Singapore! It is absolutely raining at Singapore! Luke Bayer's got 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings now. Oh my days! Oh my days, we will have a wet ending here. We might have a wet ending here. So let's see what happens here. We've got two drivers. It is raining. It is raining in Singapore here. So we've not heard anything from the weather crew at all. No weather crew, no data, nothing. But it has shocked us. It has shocked me completely here because look at this now. The drivers who have already pitted now. Oh, Tinners has gambled. He has already gambled. It's too early. It's too early for the intermediates. It's too early. Even though it's raining, it's too early. Dutch Lewis got 5 seconds. Oh, Dutch Lewis retired. Dutch Lewis retired from the session there. Safety car. We have got a safety car now. So this might work out perfectly here. Will anyone try and follow Tinnis's intermediate situation here? What do you think, guys, if you're watching it from the stream? Do you think we'll see the following pattern here into the intermediates, or do you think they'll save on the same strategy here? Brennan's got a 5 second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's speeding in the pit lane there. So Gasto's got a 5 second speed limit now. So the safety car should be. So let's see what happens here at this moment in time. It's a safety car. So Brennan's has gone for the hard tyres. Steele's gone for the hard tyres. Gasto's gambled on the intermediates. Same with the Spud. Oh my days. Oh my days. We've not heard anything from like the weather crew or anything like that. Dutch Lewis says this is not my day. You will bounce back, mate. I'll promise you that. You will bounce back as quickly as possible there. But now, some of the drivers have gambled on the intermediates. Some of the drivers have gone for gamble for the hards as well. But what do you think? If you was racing this, guys, do you think the intermediates is the way forward? I know it's raining a little bit, but the track is not wet enough. It's not wet enough yet. So that's why I'm a bit 50-50 here that the hard tyres might, well, the hard tyres will be cold, so they would be better for the wets until it gets even heavier than ever before. But Gasto could be one lucky guy here, but let's see if Gasto can try and get close to there. But they're more closer to the drivers behind him, or close to him, than he is trying to get closer to Steele and to F1 Mr. P. But let's try to slow down here. So we have the safety car moment here at this moment in time. So bear with me a sec, guys. We'll be back. So, Dutch Lewis says, I have to focus on a better strategy, yeah. Locke said, you will bounce back here, mate. You will bounce back at this moment in time. I promise you that. He also said, Browns is winning the race. But at the moment, it is wet. It is wet. Where's Mr. P? I tell you what, it's getting even heavier now. It's getting even heavier here. So, some of the drivers have already gambled for the intermediates now. Will this cost Brennan's his win here and Steele's chance here to get the podium here? Same with JSP here. Dre Gio's gambling here because I've not heard anything. I've not heard anything more than anything else. Oh my days, JSP struggling. So that means the intermediates may be the way forward here. So this means this may cost Brennan's and Steele for the podium here. Well, Brennan's is to win. Because he looks, I'm just watching it from JSP's car here. It looks like he's struggling with that Williams car. Oh my days, who's that? That's Steele. So the hard tyres are struggling. The hard tyres are struggling there. Some of the drivers in the mediums are struggling as well. I think this is going to cost some of the drivers here. The majority of the drivers have gambled here for the intermediates. Colin J says, come on, Spud. So come on, Spud here. We're on the intermediates. Spud might have a chance here to get a podium here because I know some of the drivers will have to go in the pits. Dutch Lewis left the session here. But Nigel Gas has gone back into the pits again. Will he gamble on the wets? No, he's going back on the intermediates again. So the safety car normally takes about 2 to 3 laps in. So depending on how far they can try and catch up here. Let's see what happens here. Thanks, mate. I'll come back. No worries, no worries, Dutch Louis. No worries. Hopefully you will come back. It's just normally sometimes with the strategies, it's just if you can plan it well and know what you need doing, you can master it perfectly here. But we've not heard anything from the safety car just yet. So as far as we're concerned, we're still going to kick on for another lap here as well. So at this moment in time, we've got the safety car. If you just joined us, where the hell have you been? Oh my days. Steele has got a 10-second time bound to exceeding track limits there. I'm not sure what for, but he is struggling with the hard tyres here. So JSP, yeah, JSP's going into the pits here. But Brennan's and Steele have still gambled on the hards here. Same with Dre Gio and Vodtech here. Will this cost them? This will definitely cost the race here. What do you think, guys? Yes, absolutely, Colin J. Colin J, I did mention it on the advertisements earlier on, Colin J, before the race anyway. But we've got all the equal leagues running tonight for the F2 and F3, as well as Monday night on the F1. Realistic Performance League on F2, and also we've got the FIFA League as well. If you're not into F1 but love FIFA, there's the FIFA League, so contact Colin J if you want to join in on the FIFA Leagues as well. So let's see what happens here as well. So, safety car here, can Steele. I'm worried, I really am worried about the hard tyres here. But then again, this is why I'm a bit iffy now, because obviously the hard tyres can do it, but it's fine line. Oh no! Steele tried to. Oh, he's lost a bit of his front wing now. He's lost a bit of his front wing now, so he will probably have to go into the pits now. So his chance of doing well in the podium here might have been crashed here, because he was trying to get close to, unless he's trying to brake late there on Gasto there. But good evening to everyone who's joined the session here. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races here. Safety cars in this lap here, guys. Safety cars in this lap. If you just joined, ladies and gentlemen, where the hell have you been? We've missed you. You've missed. We're not even hit halfway yet. We will do after this lap here. So let me go back to Brennan's here, who's going to try and bunch the cars up here. It is him that will do the safety car lead here. So it is his call to push whenever it can be. He can bunch up the cars. It's up to the other drivers to capitalise on that. to see what they can try and do as quickly as possible here. So let's see if Brennan's can try and push on here. But I really do feel worried about Brennan's here because he'll have to push that car to limit here. He's going to have to push now. He's going to push now. He's going to push now. And he does. He's passed into turn 22 and 23 now. So safety car's in. And Tinnis has retired. Tinnis has retired. Tinnis has retired from the race at turn 14. Gusto! Gusto! Oh my days, Gusto's in the lead! Gusto's in the lead! Oh, Stevens got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. So this is absolutely unbelievable stuff there. This is the right tyre now. This is the right tyre now for the intermediates because the rain is kicking in now. I was a bit worried when the rain was going to happen here, but oh my days, Dre G has dropped down. Dre G has dropped down. Quite a lot of places here in 11th place. So Spud's retired. Oh my days, what's happened? Well, there's been some crashes there. We've got yellow flags there. I think there might have been some contact from that point there. But look at Mike. Mike could have a chance to get a podium here tonight. Oh, he makes it 2 in a bed. Oh. Oh no, there's been contact. Oh, there's been a crash. There's been crashes at turn 10. Oh no. Will there be a safety car again? Will there be a safety car again? Majority of the drivers are virtual safety car. The virtual safety car now. Ryback is holding on for 3rd place here. So Steele Brennans, who had a great first stint just until when the rain was kicked in here. So let's see what happens here. But Craig's got a 5-second penalty for colliding with Brennan's, gained 1 place. So I'm not sure why or how, but virtual safety car is intact now, so it could go at any point in time here, and it has now. It has now. So the DRS, the DRS is not intact now anymore because it is raining. But Rymac is still intact here with Mike here. But at the moment here, Gasto's shot off now. Gasto's absolutely shot off here. So here we go. Can Rymac? Oh! A little bit of contact there between Mike and Rymac there. But Votek. Oh my days. No. Don't you dare do this to me. Don't you dare do this to me. Don't you dare. No, Rymac. Oh, this is unbelievable. Oh my God, we've got a 5 car. We've got a 5 car battle here for 2nd place here. Oh my God, Votek is trying to close in on Rymac now. Rymac's trying to make the move on. Like I said, if you can get past Mike here, Mike's the best defender that you ever see here. But Rymac's pushing that car. Unless I'm mistaken, the rain stopped. Oh, Votek! Oh, what a move there, I think. Oh my days, what's happened? Rymac has made a mistake there at turn 8 there. Oh my days. The rain stopped. The rain has stopped. So are we? Oh my days. So the intermediates are not the way. This has been a mad race. This has been a mad race here. Oh my. So now, in a matter of 2 laps here, it was intermediates, and now. Oh my days. Oh no. Don't you dare. No. Come on. Oh, Rymac's made a mistake. Rymac has made a mistake there. Rymac has made a mistake there. So let's see what JSP can try and improve here on F1 Richard here. So let's see if we can try and push that push that barrier to limit here. But Gusto's pitted. DRS is enabled now, so the rain has stopped. Votek out of nowhere is in the lead. Unbelievable something. But Dre Gio will have to go to the pits now for the medium tyres. So the medium tyres might be the way forward here. JSP's got a 5-second penalty here for speeding in the pit lane now. So all the drivers are. This has been a mad race. But Mike. Oh, so I thought that was Mike. Mr. P So Mr. P in second place here. He was in battle there for the lead here, but Brennans, who had a brilliant qualifying, has now gone back right down to 13th place here. So I think his only hope is to try and get a pit. He might get 7th place here if he can try and push against the Williams and the McLaren here, because this has been a battle here to galore here. But Mr. P tried closing on for Vodtech here for first place. But JSP got 3-second time belt for multiple warnings. Nigel Gash moves up to 4th place now, passing Mike now for 5th place here. So is Mike gambled on the intermediates? He should have pitted there, but look at Steele now. Steele's trying to make the move here. I think Mike's just saying, I can't carry on here, unless he's trying to hold on here. Unless he's trying to hold on here for dear life here. But look, we might go a 3-car battle here. This is the McLaren versus Williams battle. This is points galore here for the constructors as well. Obviously, Williams have got a 40-point gap here. Ryan Mack's got a 3-second time belt for multiple warnings. Oh! No! Oh my days! We've got a 3! We just had a glimpse of a 3 in a bed here. We just had a glimpse of the 3 in a bed here. Oh no! Oh, Brennan's missed out on that turn there. So Ryan Mack could be trying to close in on Mike here for 9th place here. Still watching this battle here. Mike will have to will be a sitter duck here against one of the Williams drivers here as well. Ryan Mack is just trying to be slowly patient here as quickly as well. Mr. P's got a 3-second time belt for multiple warnings now. So Ryan Mack's trying to get around the outside, well, the inside. Oh, he's going to the pits. He's going into the pits there to try and get some fresh tyre wear here. 3-car battle between F1 Richard, JSP and Brennans here. Let's see if JSP can try and close in on F1 Richard now for 6th place. He's got the DRS now. There should be an opportunity here to try and make the move. Oh, yes! Yes! Move done and dusted there from JSP. Brennans, F1 Richard, I think F1 Richard is just like team orders there. I think Brennans is more quicker than F1 Richard, and he's just letting his teammate through there. But JSP, what a move. I still cannot believe he did that round the outside that earlier on. I just still cannot believe that as well. It was just one hell of a move there. So Steele's trying to close in on Nigel Gash here for 4th place here as well. But Craig's closing on Dre Gia now for 9th place here. So, no worries, Colin J says I have liked the video and was in F2. Spud says what I'm not sure what happened there, Spud. Like I said, just put it into the stewards and they'll have a look at it as well. I'm not going to repeat what he said. Martin says I was struggling between inters or slicks. Craig's got a 3-second time belt for multiple warnings now as well. So Mike tried closing on Ryan Mack, who's having a struggling race here. So Ryan Mack, for the first time this season, well, the first time since Russia, he'll be outside of the podium here. So his record of a hat-trick of wins is absolutely gone, unless the top 11 make massive mistakes here, left, right, centre. I doubt it very much, but Steele closing on Nigel Gash now for 4th place, still pushing that car to limit here. Craig can have a chance here on Dre GL now for 9th place here. Dre GL is holding on for dear life here. Craig will be on the slipstream now. He's had some unlucky penalties here, Craig, to be fair. Let's see if Craig can do it. Mike's moved up to 12th now. Ryan Mack's dropped down to 13th place here. Dre GL's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. Ryan Mack's got another pit entry now as well. Oh my days, I have no voice. This has been a classic race here. So many galores of overtakes. We had a dry start, then we've had a wet, and then we've had a dry again. Where have you been from the first 21 laps here, guys? Where have you been? It's been a classic. Synchronously, Dutch Louis, Luke Bailey, Tinnis and Spud have all had the DNFs during the race here tonight. But this has been an absolutely brilliant race here. Absolutely classic race. But so many battles galore here. Still watching Mr. P. Mr. P makes the move on. Well, drops down to third place. Gasto moves up to second place here with the quicker medium tyres here. So he might be on charge to try and get closer to Vodtech here. If my calculations are correct, normally it's like 6 to 8 tenths per lap between the hards and the mediums here. So at the moment here, it's going to be tough here, to be fair. It's going to be tough for Gasto, but unless he makes a massive mistake there. But Steele makes the move to 4th place here. What a move there from Steele. Nigel Gash drops down to 5th place now. He'll try and bounce back here. Still watch this barrier. Can Nigel Gash try and push on now? Can Nigel Gash try and push on here? I absolutely love the map view as well, because that's much easier to find out where they are exactly on track here. On the overview part here as well. What I would love to see in the near future is the replays of the actual racing, driving as well, but also the penalties on the stats on the left hand side where we see the tyre wear and the laps. We'd like to see the penalties that they would come and what prediction they could be based on the positions they would be after the race here. So that would be good. I would love to see that in more detail, but obviously the map has been brilliant here tonight. But Craig's going to try and close it on Drake. Oh! Ooh, Craig's closing in. Craig is trying his hardest here to try and get past Dre Gio here. So at the moment here, the two McLarens are trying to close in on JSP here, but I can't see that happening here at this moment in time. 1.5 second gap. Let's see what happens here. But Craig is the closest battle we've got so far in this race here. So Craig's trying to close in on Dre Gio now for 9th place here. So he's trying to push that car to the limit here. But bear in mind though, Dre Gio and Craig have got penalties as well. I think, well, Craig's, as I said, Craig's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings there as well. So at the moment here, Vodtech is in the lead in 1st place and played his game well here. Tinnus is left the session here. Gasto in 2nd place. Mr. P is in 3rd place here. Steele is in 4th. Nigel Gash is in 5th. Craig, no. I thought he was going to try and make the move there. Nigel Gash is in 5th. JSP in 6th. Reynolds is in 7th. F1 Richard is in 8th. Dre Gio is in 9th. Craig is in 10th, which we're watching now. He's trying to make the move. Oh, I thought he was going to try and make the move here as quickly as possible here. But Stephen in 11th place. Mike is in 12th. And Rymac in 13th place here. But let's have a quick look at the position changes here while we try and get the grid here as well. So the biggest mover is Dre Gio here for 9th place. So he started off at the back and he's in 9th place here. Rymac's got the fastest of the race at this moment in time, but he is not, and I repeat, he is not in the top 10. He is not in the top 10, so he won't get the fastest lap point. So let's see what happens here at this moment in time here. But Dre Gio is the biggest mover here in this race. The fastest lap at the moment here, as we see, Rymac. Oh my days, Craig has had some debris there. So he's lost a bit of his debris there, so he will lose a lot of time there on the straights there. So I don't know if he's going to go back into the pits and try and aim for the fastest lap here, or he might just try and get closer. I doubt it very much because he's struggling with the wing damage here. Yeah, he's going back into the pits there as well. JSP trying to close it on Nigel Gash here. Nigel Gash has had a better race than last night's race at the IRL Performance League as well. So let's see if he can try and hold on here, Nigel Gash, for 5th place, because JSP is a man on mission here. Craig has retired from the session here. So I think he's just absolutely fuming as well. So the two Ferraris again out of the race here. So hopefully they'll bounce back here as quickly as possible here. So Craig has left the session here. So let's see. Oh, JSP! Oh! Nigel Gash has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That was a bit that is really unlucky there, to be fair. To be fair, that should not have happened there because JSP, there was no room left. Nitrogas was trying to get into the inside there, and unfortunately he had the 3-second time penalty there, so hence why it was happening there as much as possible here. But we've got, like I said, Nitrogas is the only closest battle we've got with JSP for 5th place here again. But as you can see in the background there, Brenos is going to be trying to get closer and closer than ever before. Try and bounce back here, because Brenos has been really unlucky this race here. Who I think he should have pitted when the rain kicked in. But then again, it cost him. Well, some of the drives were costed because of the hard tyres there as well. Well, lap 24.31 on the Invictus Racing League, the F3 League. For the 55th race here. This is the 4th time, I believe. Let me just recap there. It is the 4th time we have raced here during the F3 seasons. For the 5th season of F3 as well. So that's immense stuff there. The biggest one is Bahrain with 5 seasons of it as well. So let's see what JSP's trying. I tell you what. We haven't done. Oh, I was going to say it was good to go through all the drivers here because of all the gaps here. But now, Brenos is going to get closer to Nitrogas here for 6th place here. Nitrogas is struggling. Looks like he's struggling at the minute here. Unless he's trying to save his ERS here to try and capitalise on it when trying closing on JSP later on. We'll have to wait and see. But at this moment in time here, see what Brenos can do. Nitrogas is trying to hold on here for 6th place. Brenos has moved up 2, passing the last 2 corners there. He's got the DRS straight now. Watch it from his point. I'm going to watch it from his point of view now because he is closer now to Nitrogas here on turn 2 and then 3, and then into turn 4 now, and then into turn 5 now. So this is the second lot of the DRS straight now. There's a chance now. Turn 6 now. Try and make the move. Oh, yes! Makes the move. Brenos has made the move to 6th place. Nitrogas lost all the DRS, but hopefully he'll try and bounce back here. He hasn't got any front wing damage, so I first thought it was the front wing damage, but it doesn't look like he's got any damage there. So unless he's not had much ERS mode, I don't know, but I can't really comment there. But at the moment here, the gap is getting even bigger now. Gasto's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. So at the moment here, he might be safe here. But Gasto's getting closer to Vodtech here. I did say it was a bit of a push to get Vodtech here, but look at the times there. It was about 17-18 second gap now, and now it's coming to 5.4. Ryan Mack's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. So Dre Gio could have a chance here on F1 Richard here for 8th place here as well. This is absolutely amazing stuff here. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races here as well. All my days, Dre Gio is just a little bit drifting at the side there as well. Let's see what Dre Gio can do here. He needs to try and push that car to the limit here. So F1 Richard holding on. Let's see if F1 Richard can try and do this, because at the moment it's once. Well, Dre Gio was under a second now. It was 1.0 now. Let's see if we can try and push that car to the limit here. But he hasn't got the DRS because he's lost out a bit on the DRS detection point there. So at the moment, oh, safety car. What? Oh, Stevens retired. Where is he retired? Turn 3. Turn 3. There. The car at turn 3 there. So safety car is out. Right. So the drivers who are Ryan Mack could have a chance here to get another soft tyres here and catch up with the guys here. This would be an absolute. Oh, this has been unbelievable stuff here. So before before tonight's race, we had not much safety car during the season. Now we've had 2 safety cars in this season now. So at the moment here, it's JSP. No, it was Rimac. So Rimac. So Vodtech will get will carry on with the hard tyres here, which I'm a little bit surprised here. But I thought he would have, to be fair, he would have held on. But I reckon it'll be about 2 or 3 laps here of frantic safety car moments here. But I'll go through some of the drivers here and the stats while we're waiting for some of the drivers here to come up here. So the safety car is out again for the second time here. So at the moment here, because the first one happened when I think it was either Tinasaw or Dutch Louis, I can't remember, or Luke Bailey. It was one of the drivers there who had the safety car moment, and then now Stephen, who had the unfortunate turn 3 incident there as well. So this has been a mad race. This has been an absolutely mad race here at the Singapore Grand Prix. It's endurance galore here. So Gasto could have a chance to win the race here tonight and get back to winning ways here, because he's been so at the moment he might get 15 points. So at the moment he might have 59 as it stands, but F1 Richard will actually move. If Gasto wins the race, he will get second place in the Drivers' Championship Drivers' Championship standings as we speak here. So Vodtech, where's Vodtech? Vodtech is 7th place with 35 points. His last podium here was last week at the Italian Grand Prix, so he's had 3 podiums, 2/3 and a win. His last win was at US of A Grand Prix here, so could it be lightning strike? Could he get a second win this season? We'll have to find out here as well. Gasto, like I said, Gasto. So Gasto with 4th. So Gasto's in 4th. He might get 57, not 59. Sorry, 57 points. I'm losing my counting bearings here. So at the moment here, oh, is Rimac out? Or is he ghosted? I think it's just ghosted because of lapped cars. So JSP is in 3rd place with 46 points, but if he gets 10 points, he will get 56. He will get 56. So at the moment here, JSP and F1 Richard, if it stays like this, they'll have the same points. They'll have the same points here. But JSP will have the better point strategy because JSP has had better podium finishes compared to what F1 Richard has done. So that could be. It all depends on that afterwards here. So I would not be surprised if we get if the safety car can get pitted between lap 29 and 30 probably about before lap 30. Actually, it might be another lap here as well. JSP might have a chance here to get a decent. He's on a roll here. So at the moment, the Williams podium, guaranteed at least one driver to get a podium here, will continue since USA back in round 5 here. So 5. So Steele's got a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Dre Gio here. So he'll be absolutely fuming here. So Mr. P have gone to the pits. Nigel Gash have gone to the pits. Same with Mike as well, and Rimac and Steele. So will it be a fight to the death here for the softs compared to the medium tyres here? Because it'll be like a sprint race here, to be fair, with like 2 or 3 laps remaining here. So Brennons, who had a great qualifying here, Brennons, this will be his best finish this season. This will be his best finish if it stays like this, obviously. If it stays like this, it's going to be tough. But let's see if we can try and catch up with some of the drivers. But if I was a soft driver, tired driver, I would gamble for the softs, because you might have a chance to get an extra point here tonight. Because at the moment here, Rimac, if I remember it right, yeah, Rimac is the only one who's got the fastest lap, but he will not have the the fastest lap points because he's outside the top 10. That was Mr. P. Mr. P's got a 5-second penalty for exceeding corners, I think it was. So that means now this will be all down to penalties galore here. I think the safety car will come in on this lap. I think the safety car will come in on this lap here, guys. Steven says, lost it on the curbs. Toto will be fuming with Steelby. He'll be absolutely fuming at that as well. He'll be absolutely furious. So there'll be a board meeting with the Mercedes crew there after this race here as well. And especially with the Ferraris as well. They'll have a fuming moment there as well. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe. This has been a classic race for a neutral perspective. This has been an absolutely classic race. We've had overtakes galore. We've had 2 safety cars. This is the second one. This is the second of the safety car moments here. And then we've had 1, 2, 3. We've had seven DNFs. 7 DNFs. We've had from dry to wet and then back to dry again for a brief moment there. Absolutely madness here. This has been a class. This has been classic. If you guys watched it, it's been absolutely manic stuff here. Do you agree that this will be one of the classic races? Oh my days. That was the Merc. Steele has hit the back of, I think that might be safety car. I did say, so that was Mystic Malc. Got that right there. So safety car will be in this lap here. So Vodtek is the new leader, new safety car leader now. So he'll have to try and bunch up the cars here to let the safety car get back into it now. The drivers have been aware, first lot here. So this should be a chance here to try and bounce back here. Watch it for Vodtek's point of view here. He will be a sitting duck here. He will be a sitting duck here. He looks like he's pushing now. He looks like he's trying to be delicate here. Here we go. Chads. He's going to have to push the car. He's going to have to push the... Nojika's got 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits there. Safety car's in. Now, Devry. There's been Devry at the Merc. Oh, this is up. Oh, my days. JSP's got 3-second time bounty for multiple warnings here. JSP drops down to 3rd. Gaston moves on to 2nd place now. Vortex down! Vortex, the leader, is dropped down! Oh my days! This is unbelievable stuff here! Oh, this is absolutely manic stuff here! We are live and kicking here! Oh my god, we've got a 2-car back! Oh my days! F1 Mr. P is trying to close down Vortex now. You're going to try and make the move on the inside! If Mr. P's got another 3-second time bounty for multiple points, but Mike's going to try and make the inside! Oh. We've got 2 in the bed. We've got 2. Oh no, crash. There's been a crash in the Merc. The McLaren, sorry, of F1 Richard. F1 Richard's got a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Nojikash. So Nojikash just lost maybe his front wing, I believe, as well. I think, until I get the moment here. Oh, there's been a crash at turn 13 again. What's happened there? One of the drivers there has had really bad luck here. So yeah, Mike has lost a bit of his front wing now. Mike needs to get past Vodtek here to stand any chance there, and he has. He's moved up to 5th here. I tell you what, we're coming to the final lap now. We're coming to the final lap of this race here. You want some action? We give you some action at Invictus Racing League, the F3 League here. Martin says this is going to be madness. It is absolutely madness here. F1 Mr. P makes the move to 3rd here. Oh, makes the move into 3rd here. But, however, those 2 drivers, F1 Mr. P and Burns, has got penalties there. Depends on how far they will go there. But look at this. Will Brenos get back into this now? Will Brenos get back into this race here? Or will he miss out here? He should have the DRS. Oh no, I realised, I forgot. The DRS is not intact until after 3 laps here. But we can't have the DRS. We can't have it. I'm losing the plot here. Reynolds has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. But Vodtek is holding on. He's holding on for dear life here. He's got to be careful here. He'll finish in 10th unless Rymac pulls a rabbit out of the hat here. I'm going to try and get on to Gasto here in a moment or two here. But Gasto's coming up to turn 13 now at this moment in time. Here we go. Can Steele try and make the move at turn 10 here? Oh, come on. Oh, makes the move into 10th place. Into 8th place here from turn 10 there. But what a move there from Steele there. I know Vodtek is struggling because he's got no front wing. Same with Steele. He's got no front wing as well. But absolutely manic stuff here. But can I just say, what a race! What a race! Gasto, you are a legend because you have just won the Singapore Grand Prix. So congratulations to you. He's just won that there. Dre Gio and Michael, the biggest movers here of the race here. JSP finishes second. Mr. P finishes in third. But depending on where Brennan's... Oh, Mr. P has finished in third. But where's Mike? Where's Mike? Is Mike going to try and get into... He moves up to third! He moves up to third! Mike is in the podium here for the first time in ages here. So Brennan drops down to fourth. Brennan finishes in fifth. Vodtek in sixth. Dre Gio seventh. Nigel Gash in eighth. F1 Richards in ninth. Steele in 10th. And Rymac, I'm just going to watch it from his point of view. He's going to have to do the whole lap here. Let's see if he can try and get a qualifying lap here. Let's see what happens here. But what a race, guys! If you agree with, if you love that race, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races here as well. But what a race! Chaos. This should be on DVD. This should be on everywhere, on all YouTube. I don't care. This has been a classic race. It's been absolutely brilliant stuff here because there's so many overtakes galore. There was safety cars. There was dry to wet to dry. There was chaos. Absolute chaos here. But this has been a classic race. This has been an absolutely classic race. And I know I keep saying it because it is a classic race for the F3 League on the 55th race at the Singapore Grand Prix here. So Rymac's coming up to the final corner now, and was crashed there. Nearly had a DNF there. If he did, he would have not have had that point, 0 points. Anyway, regardless here. But I'll invite Gasto. So well done to Gasto there. Brilliant stuff there. He planned it perfectly as well. At one point you thought Brennos did it. At one point you thought Vodtek did it. But Vodtek made a massive mistake at turn 4. Made a mistake there, turn 4 there. So I'm not sure what happened there. But well done. Well done to JSP as well for finishing second place. And keeping the Williams consistency of getting a podium of 1 or 2 of the drivers here tonight. So let's see what happens here. But Gasto, before I do the standings, I will do the penalties because this is going to take long here. Before I do the standings here, so there's so many penalties which will need to be addressed, and there might be a few DSQs here depending on what happened here so far. So Gasto's in the lead won the race in first. JSP finishes in second. Mike had a penalty. Congratulations to him in third. Mr. P is in fourth. Brennons is in fifth. Vodtek is in sixth. Dre Gio is in seventh. Nigel Gash in eighth. F1 Richards in ninth. Steele in 10th. Rymac in 11th. O'Stephen, Craig, Spud, Tinus, Luke Bailey, Dutch Louis and Synchronicity have all had the DNFs earlier on in the race. But like I said, Steele might have a DSQ, but we have to get that confirmed in a 1 or 2. Hello Hercules, how you doing mate? You alright? Hope you're okay and well. Did you watch the race or you just come in just at the last point there? Did you enjoy the race? I'm going to invite Gasto, JSP and Mike here for their podium questions here. Hopefully they'll have plenty of time to talk about it. I'm not sure if Gasto will join because he's got no mic with him, but I'll invite him in, but like I said, they will need to have the invites in. So I'll get them to join in as well. So you bear with me a sec, guys. We're going to try and get the guys in here as well. But if you enjoyed the race, guys, I absolutely loved the race tonight. Tonight was one of the classic races. I don't care what anyone says. This was without doubt one of the classic races tonight, and it was a hell of a race here. I absolutely loved it to bits here as well. Yes. Good evening to Mike. How you doing, mate? You alright? Yes, it is. I'll talk to you more depth in a moment or two. We're just going to get the drivers to come in, and we're going to talk about the race. Alright, Mike? Don't worry. So, we're just going to try and get some of the drivers in there. So please bear with us a sec, guys. Before we do that, let's see if everyone's in there. We just got Gasto to join in. We're just waiting for JSP to join in. And then we'll do the interviews. Yes, Mike. Okay, I'll give you. Mike's just got some technical difficulties with his headset, so when I call him, I'll let him know as soon as possible. But he'll be on third place, Mike. He'll be third place. So, before we start, guys, can we all make sure you got your allow voice to be shared? It's set to always allow. If you haven't done it before, go to the party settings, and there's an option called allow voice to be shared. Make sure it's set to always allow. So, while we're getting all the drivers set up and ready to go, I'll be talking to Gasto on his brilliant race tonight, tell about his thoughts of his strategy of how went from dry to wet to dry, and it kicked in. And now on JSP keeping that Williams podium continuity on tonight at the Singapore Grand Prix, and even beating his teammate Rimac on track here for the first time in ages there as well, and Mike as well for a brilliant podium here after no penalties tonight. So that'll be brilliant stuff here.
Except the drive-through.
Except the drive-through as well. So, guys, are you all set and ready to go?
Yep.
Gasto?
Yes.
Yes. And you, Mike, are you all set?
Yes, yes,
Nice.
yes.
So, I'll be talking to Gasto first, then JSP, and then Mike for their podium questions. Gasto, how you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, perfectly.
Nice one, nice one. Tell us about your thoughts of the race tonight.
Well, it was a tough one. I don't know how many pit stops I did. Dry and rain. I don't know. It was very crazy.
It was very crazy. I would be absolutely going nuts during the racing tonight because it was just a mad race. It's a classic race tonight, whatever happens here tonight. But your last win was back in round 4 in Russia, I think it was. Yes, it was. So, do you feel like now you've got your momentum back up running now for the rest of the season? Gasto.
Can you repeat the question? Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Your last win was back in Russia in round 4.
Yes.
So obviously this is your second win of the season. Do you think you got the do you think you got the push now to keep that going now throughout the remainder of the season?
Yes, I think that now I'm on the race for the championship. Last 2 races I messed it up with many things, tragedy, race pace, but whatever. I won this race, and now I think I closed the gap to 9 points, and well, let's see what happens.
Yes, see what happens here as well. I think 56. You got 61. No, sorry, I take that back. Sorry, 57 points now after tonight's race. Obviously, with everything going on, but like I said, 57 points tonight. So it's been a brilliant race from you tonight. You nearly you would not have won the race there, I don't think, if Vodtek had a mistake. Did you feel like you could have you did well to get the win here tonight? Do you feel like Vodtek should have won the race tonight?
Yes, because I had better tires than him, and before the safety car came out, I was closing the gap. I think that 2 seconds per lap, and I think that I could win the race, no matter if he had crashed or not.
Yeah, I think you would have been closer to to Vodtech there, but it would have been a classic anyway, whatever happens here. But the safety car, did that safety car helped you out a lot, or do you think it messed up your strategy a little bit here and there?
You mean the last one?
Both of them at both times, mate.
I think that the first one keep me good, but the last one I was 7 seconds behind, and there was left like 6 laps, and I was 2 seconds faster than him. So I don't think the last safety car keep me right.
Yeah. It was just some manic stuff there. It was just so much manic galore there as well. But fair play to you tonight. You've driven a magnificent race. So second win of the season. You had a second in Azerbaijan, Baku as well. So what do you think is going to happen for the next 3 races? We'll have to find out here for sure as well. So last 2 questions here for you, mate. Austria.
Okay.
What is your thoughts of the track, and what are your expectations for next week?
It's very tough for me, Austria, and I don't know what can happen. I'm pleased if I get a podium, honestly.
Fair dues, mate. But Gasto, you can stay if you want, or you can shoot off. It's up to you. But thank you very much for joining tonight. Congratulations on your win tonight. Brilliant stuff from you, mate. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you so much. See you next week.
See you next week, mate. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. So, JSP, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
Shall I just warm up the seat for you again to keep the Williams consistency going tonight?
Well, I didn't think I'd be anywhere near it. To be honest, there were so many penalties. It was just chaotic. To be honest, I managed to pick up some wing damage on I think lap 2, and then from there it was just the whole thing was a struggle. And with the safety car at the end, I had so many penalties. I just really didn't expect to be anywhere near the podium. So, yeah, crazy.
It was crazy, but I did mention it earlier that it was one of the classic races as a neutral point of view, because as a driver at Singapore, was this one of the toughest races you ever encountered in Invictus?
Yeah, it's a difficult track, isn't it? And one small mistake and you're in the wall. So it's full on. And then you add in the rain. I think I went in the first safety car, and when the rain came out, the weather report was saying 5 minutes. I thought, okay, I'll stick out on the hard tyres and try and get it to the end.
Yeah.
And Steele was doing the same. Both of us were just all over the place, to be honest. So I had to pit. Came in. That must have been 12th, 13th, something like that. And then the restart was there was a fair bit of contact and people pointing the other way. So I managed to kind of make sort of fairly good progress there. But yeah, the last sort of safety car laps, I'd had quite a lot of wing damage at the front, so it was just trying to kind of bring it home to the end. I very nearly wiped out Gasto at the restart, and he seemed to break a bit early. I had to take kind of avoiding action down the inside. I don't know what happened to Brennan, so he seemed to drop back a bit from there. Yeah,
he had, if I remembered it right, he started off on the hards, so he did a brilliant job there, but as soon as the rain kicked in, he stayed out and he should have pitted. And because of that, he lost quite a few places, and he brought himself back up. And then there was a bit of a contact at, I think it was at turn 10, where he lost it after the wets, I think it was. There was a bit of a pile up at turn 10. So it was. You need to rewatch the race there, because it was just absolutely manic stuff as well. It was a classic.
Bit of a shame for him, really, because I think he had the pace to win it quite comfortably tonight. A good qualifying lap, he was clear away at the start, and then it just descended into chaos. Absolutely. I'm not going to argue with anyone here. Brennan should have say he had the pace, and also Mr. P. Those two drivers were just shot off at the first few laps.
as well. So
Yeah,
those two drivers were done really well. But as you said, Singapore is a track where it's endurance. It's not a sprint, it's endurance, and if you can do that perfectly, then you are the master of it, and that's what Gasto's done. He mastered perfectly with the safety cars and the wets at the same time as well. But it's just
yeah, definitely being right place, right time helps, particularly with it's so hard to pass around here as well.
yeah, it's very tough there. But you've kept as I said, you kept the Williams pressure. Williams consistency with the podiums here tonight, and you've beaten Rimac on track for the first time in, I think it was back in, if I remember it right. I know he didn't race. Well, your last, your last overtake was in Azerbaijan when you won the race. And Rimac, and then Rimac finished in third place there. So that was like about 3 races ago. So now you should be having the momentum now to beat your teammate now, surely.
Yeah, I'm not here next week though, so
Oh.
it kind of lets him back in. Yeah, he's had a bad night tonight. I think he had a duff qualifying when he would have been up the front, and then from there, yeah, it's just been a difficult one, but I'm sure he'll bounce back for the last 3, and yeah, it should be a good battle to the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. But don't get me wrong, you had a 40-point gap between yourself and the McLarens before tonight's race. So I think depending on what happens next week, that might next week or maybe the week after, around 10. About 10, 11, I think it is. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. But I think you've probably got one hand on the constructors, I think, to be fair. But JSP, second place, brilliant stuff there. But usual 2 questions. Austria next week for round 10. What is your thoughts of the track and what are your expectations for next week? Well, actually,
yes.
Obviously you're not here. But if you was, what would you thought if he was racing?
Yeah, I'd be looking for sort of top 6 or maybe top 3. I like Austria. It's a shame it's the one I'm going to miss, to be honest. But it's one of those tracks where, to be honest, everyone seems to go well. There's not much of a gap between the front and the back, so who knows what can happen. But I'll be cracking a beer and watching it on the stream.
I tell you what, have a few beers and champagne wherever you want, because it was a classic race, and I keep saying it because it's been a classic. So many galore overtake moves, and also like with the safety cars, as a neutral, I was losing the plot a few times there. Absolutely manic stuff there. But JSP, you're an absolute legend as always. Well done for second place and keeping that Williams consistency with the podium here tonight.
Cool.
And,
Thanks,
and I wish you all the very best of luck. I know you're not here next week, but I wish you all the very best of luck from Brazil onwards for round 11, which is in 2 weeks' time. Cheers for that, JSP.
Cheers.
So you can stay if you want, you can shoot off. It's up to you, JSP, but thank you very much for joining tonight.
Cheers.
So, Mike, are you all set, ready to go for your questions, mate?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just double checking because you said you had problems with your headset, so I'll do this quickly as well. So, Mike, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Oh yeah. What a race.
Even you're excited. I'm even more excited here because this has been a brilliant race tonight. Tell us about your thoughts of the race in your own words.
To be honest, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a tough race, but I really enjoyed it. I pretty much thought, okay, that's it. Max stop. I think Max P10 or something like that.
I thought you said Malc stop. Malc stop. I thought, what's going on here? Yeah, I know what you mean.
If I have real luck, but even from the start, I had a good feeling. I had a nice fight with Craig for a bit.
Yes, I did see your battle with Craig a few times actually in the stream. So you'll be eager with your sponsorships.
He's so hard to pass. Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Well, you're the hard one to pass, to be fair, because
no, not really.
Well, to be fair, you are
But you know, I pick my fights. So I pick my defending.
Look, I don't want to fight you, mate. You've done well on the track as well. You know what I mean, Mike? But like I said, you did a brilliant job there, and you did well because you're the only driver tonight who've not had a single penalty at all. And I know you're the unpenalty king. Is that how you pronounce it? Unpenalty king.
Yeah, I knew it would would play into my hands the last safety car because of the penalties. But I'm such an idiot. I had the drive-through. That was totally unnecessary. The drive-through penalty.
What happened?
Was I was feeling something on the MFD, and I saw the graphics for the VSC a bit late, and then I heard Jeff, you are slow down, and it was something like 1.5 seconds. I slammed the brakes, and just when I slammed the brake, it said, drive-through penalty.
Oh, no.
And then I thought, okay, everything's over now. And Rimac was behind me. I was pressuring me pretty hard. I wanted to turn into the pits, but he was there, so I had to go another lap, and then another lap to change from the inters. So I had to do 2 laps on the inters more than I initially wanted. So that was tough too. Because the track was already dry, and it was so hard to keep the car on the road on the inters. Oof. Hardest 2 laps of my life.
Yeah, absolutely. But
too many safety cars for my taste. But that's the patch now. So
I don't care. I loved it tonight.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If you're watching or commentating, you love such drama. So I understand that.
Yeah, what did you felt like after the second safety car moment with chaos at the stairs?
Yeah, I anticipated chaos, but not so much. And I broke my wing on Wojtek, so that hampered me a bit. I could have gotten second with the penalties and stuff, but I broke my wing on Wojtek on lap 30, so it was really hard to bring the car home in good pace. So I knew I had penalty advantage, but I didn't know I had so much.
It's all right, don't worry. Honestly, it's you've done well. You got your podium. I think that's your first ever podium this season. I think it was, Mike.
No, I won Britain.
Oh, sorry.
This season.
I do apologise, Mike. I do.
And
apologise.
I DNF'd or DNS'd the other.
Yes, sorry. I do apologise. You had a great momentum. You had 9th, you had 5th, then you went to win, and then you had 2 DNFs, and then did not start, and then you had a 5th and did not finish at Italy, and then now you've just got a podium. Yeah, so it's just like I said, it's the pressure as well, and also he'll come back. I can see the real Mike, the real slim Mike. Please say it now on that one on the stream, on that one. But
please stand up.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that. But like I said, Mike, it was. Did you feel like you could have won, or at least get second or first?
But second, looking at the time penalties, second, but it's just penalty stuff. I would have gotten 5th. If there weren't no safety cars, I would be nowhere. I would be dead last or something like that. So
okay.
The chaos really helped me. I need to cut the last 2 laps because it was unreal how much was going on. I evaded like 3 times crashed cars, and the ghosting is so weird on this game.
Yeah.
I always go for the gap.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You'll see the video. It's crazy, the last 2 laps.
It is, because I think Rimac had the lap been lapped, and because of that, he's turned his car into a ghost car, and because of that, it's caused you guys probably shocks galore, because you think, is he there? Is he not there? And stuff. But anyway, Mike, you just nicked it off your teammate, Mr. P, for the last podium stuff there. So I'm not sure if you two are going to be good mates off the track after the podium there. But yeah, you know what I mean, don't you? Just like with the Haas team. But still, good points for the Haas team.
I let him through when he was behind me on the track, so...
Yeah, absolutely. But Mike, brilliant job for you for 3rd place tonight out of nowhere.
Yeah, like you said, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, like you said before.
Absolutely. It's
you have to endure to the end and see what happens. Never give up.
Yeah, absolutely. It's more about if you can try and endurance that as well. But Mike, again, absolute legend, the civilian legend.
Cheers.
See, I haven't heard that. You haven't heard that in ages,
Cheers,
have you?
Mark.
But yeah, it's an honour to see Mike in the podium here for the first time since, well, obviously since Prix.
Yeah,
But surely, Mike, one more question before I mention the two. Do you reckon you've got the momentum back up to you now to get higher up with the points now this season, or not?
Maybe. We'll see, but maybe.
Okay, fair news. So, are you here for Austria next week?
Oh yeah. And
Right,
you know,
so-
I like Austria.
So, Austria, what are your thoughts of the track and what are your expectations before we stop the stream?
Mark, you already know it. I love the track. So
I know it, but does everyone else know, the viewers and the
you know
followers?
how it is. I love almost all tracks.
Fair enough.
Because if you want to compete, it's the wrong approach to hate any track. So
Absolutely.
even if you inside you don't like it, you don't have to hate it. So
Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. But can I just say, Mike, well done for getting third place and proving with
one small thing. I predict penalties galore because of turn 1 and turn 8 or something. The last one.
Yes. Yeah.
Should be really interesting next week.
Yeah, should be. We have to wait and see what happens here at Austria. But Mike, congratulations on
The
getting third.
legend, Malc, thank you again.
No worries, mate. Thank you very much. You can stay if you want, or you can shoot off. It's up to you. But thank you very much for joining tonight, Mike. Absolute legend.
No, I'll stay. I want to hear in real time.
Real time. Fair enough. Fair dues. So, can I just say a massive thank you to Gasto, JSP, and Mike for their podium questions here tonight. Can I say a massive thank you to all the guys here at the stream here. You've been absolute legends here. For the final time, can you please make sure you allow voice to be... I couldn't say the words there. Can you please make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for all the live races here as well. This was a absolute classic race. I tell you what, you've got two safety cars. You've had a dry to wet to dry. And I keep repeating it in the stream because it was a classic. There's so many overtakes galore. I just lost out for words there. But was one hell of a race. I would love to re-watch this again from everyone's perspective. The map, the new edition of the map as well, and the safety cars again. We'd never had much safety car during the season, and now we've brought two out because of the Singapore Pro. But Gasto winning tonight's race was an absolute legend and timed it perfectly from the endurance day. But the most part of it all was the last two laps, where everyone was all bunched up because of the safety car the second time, and everyone was all manic stuff there. But what a race. And Mike just got into the third place. JSP finished in second place. Like I said, he did that well. Mike finished in third based on penalties from Mr. P and Brennans, Mr. P had brilliant start at the race, but the wet, it was absolutely kicked in as well. So, can I say a massive thank you to everyone else. This was the Invictus Racing League at the glorious race of Singapore. I was your host with the most, Malc, and I wish you all a very good night. Good night, and I'll see you all next week at the glorious race of Austria. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.